Have you ever had those days where you feel like you've literally done nothing? Days where time passes so fast it feels like you just woke up. My breakfast turned into lunches and my dinners turned into breakfast. Before I knew it, I lost an unhealthy amount of weight and was always tired and too lazy to do anything. As someone who has lived like this for almost 2 years, I discovered the most underrated productivity hack that has been used in multi-billion-dollar companies, prestigious universities, and by countless successful entrepreneurs. When I was in high school, I was given a timetable. It had everything planned to the minute, from homerooms, subject classes, when I can wipe my ass, assemblies, and lunch. Never once I had questioned what I was supposed to do next. After I graduated, I went to college that had the same concept, a schedule outlining when classes started and when they'll f me. And again when I was working at Coca-Cola and Tesla. Although they used Outlook Calendar to schedule meetings, briefs, and events, the concept was still the same. So what is this underrated productivity hack? If you haven't guessed already, it's time boxing. In 2018, Harvard conducted a study of the 100 most effective productivity methods, and time boxing ranked first in the most effective. It's crazy to me, even though I involuntarily use this in school and work, I never thought of adapting it into my everyday life. Not until recently I started to really utilize this into my daily routine. My biggest question when I decided I wanted to incorporate time boxing was, how? How on earth do I do it? I was overwhelmed with the number of tutorials and apps online, all telling me different ways to do it. I couldn't settle on one. All I wanted was something that planned out my day, that required the least amount of effort and setup time. I didn't want to have to write and plan out my day on a whiteboard every night, or go through a 9-step sign-up process before I find out I need to pay $5 a month to use basic features. I wanted something easy, simple, and reliable. Then I found it. It was right under my one strand of beard. The perfect app that does exactly what I need it to do. Google Calendar. Not sponsored. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you already have a Google account. Probably something cringy you made in middle school. Yep, and just your email? newdragon767@gmail.com. F***ing nerd. Now, it did take me and my undiagnosed ADHD brain a while to figure out how to time box effectively, but once I figured it out, it was actually easy. So to save you the trouble, I want to show you exactly how I time box using Google Calendar. Did you know you can click and drag these apps around? You did? Fuck you. So when you open Google Calendar for the first time, you'll have a blank canvas like this. To stay organized, I like to group tasks and events by appointments, breaks, routine, and main tasks. I've labeled main tasks as entrepreneur. Fuck my life. So your groups might be a little different to mine. In my case, this is what my time boxing looks like. I try not to leave anything blank and fill the day to the minute, or I find myself NPC T-posing until the next task. I don't think there's any science I can use to back this claim, but I color code my tasks depending on how I feel towards them. For example, entrepreneur is coded in yellow because it makes me happy, breaks are coded in green because I like breaks, and daily routine is in blue because it makes me sad. Why does daily routine make you sad, Soul? Good point. I do like sleeping. Now, once you created your calendars, you can start adding your tasks, and it's as simple as clicking and dragging the task directly onto your calendar. Add the title, how much time you want to allocate, and what group you want to add it into. I'm going to assume that most of you are either working or in school, so I would categorize that under appointments. These are things that are set in stone and can't be shifted. If it's a task that repeats, like school or work, save yourself the headache and click on subscribe. Click on daily. If it only repeats on certain days, you can use custom and select the days that you want it to repeat on. Something I like to do for each task is to notify me as they start. By default, it's set to 30 minutes before, but you can easily change this to notify you as the task starts by setting it to 0. Except for the gym. I set that to 15 minutes before, just so I can mentally prepare myself for the physical torment I'm about to face, but that just really comes down to personal preference. Emojis. They make me feel some type of way. Keeps things organized and shortened. Instead of writing brush my teeth, wash my face, eat breakfast, and get dressed, I've got tooth, soap, egg, necktie. See how easy that was? Now you try. I'll give you a word and you match it with the right emoji. Studying. Pop, pop, pop. That's right, it's princess. Pop, 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 pop. That's right, it's you. Boop. Yes, I am aware most of you are men. Now, nothing feels better than checking something off the list. I like to feel progress throughout the day, so I simply just change the color of each task as I go through them. I use grey, but you can use whatever you want. The best part is, everything is synced with your Google account, so what you see on your phone updates live as you change on your computer and the other way around. One thing that I've recently started using to increase my productivity is music. I'm not talking about the music that makes my body wiggly, I'm talking about the music that makes you focus. I discovered Brain FM. It's a music streaming service that caters to your needs. Whether you want to stay in deep work longer or unlock your creative mind, there's something for everyone, even for my ADHD viewers out there. Guys. Jingle jangle. Don't believe me? Try it yourself. I managed to get you guys a 30-day free trial. Use my link in the description.